What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. About a week ago, I posted a video about missing live blades. And this past weekend, or I guess the weekend before this past weekend for you guys, I was home flipping some pretty cool stuff, which I will talk about in a future video. And I decided, you know what? Why am I just leaving this thing in its box? It's too beautiful. So I decided to bring it out to my apartment and flip it, and it's been great. I love having a live blade again, just being able to flip and actually like test myself, see how good I am at avoiding the bite handle. It's sharp, but not sharp enough to actually like cut me really bad, so it's perfect. And yeah, I just kind of thought like, why am I just leaving this thing at home to rot in its box? It's too beautiful, it flips too good to just sit there and do nothing. And now that I have this wonderful carpet, I can flip it and not be too worried. Instead of flipping it outside, I can flip it, not be too worried, and actually flip it on Blade Bias because, gosh, is it a piece of art. And now it sits on my shelf on its little display where it was always meant to be, being a piece of art. And I guess this is going to be my second love letter to this Kraken. I've already done one before on this channel, but a lot of people have shown up since then, so I guess I'll do another one. This is my Damascus Kraken from Blade Show that I got on a whim, because they found it in a drawer. After they had already sold out in the final day, they realized, oh, there's one still in its box that we forgot to sell. And I just happened to be the closest person who was willing to buy it, and the fastest person to raise my hand, which is super cool. And I have been thankful for that every single day that I look at this, because Damascus is just something that I have always wanted to own. My plan always was to have nice balisongs, but to also have a collection of Damascus knives. And now to have the first member of that collection be one of the best flipping balisongs in the price range, even for the $100 extra that you pay for the Damascus blade, is just like a dream come true. I still to this day cannot believe how lucky I got with this thing. And it's just incredible. It flips perfectly. The Bowie Kraken is like my personal preference. It still fans like it's neutral, but it does rollovers and aerials really well because it's got a bit of a handle bias, and it's just like it's perfect. I think the Tonto Kraken is the better flipper, honestly, but for my preferences, Bowie is just the way to go. So to have a Bowie Damascus blade that's numbered or serialized reminds me of one of the best weekends of my life, which was Blade Show. It's just awesome. Never would have guessed way back flipping in Ty's I guess brother's house back then, flipping his teal inked Kraken, which at the time was what I wanted to buy. Never thought I would have one of these in the future. And holy heck am I happy to have it. So I'm going to actually flip this thing quite a bit, both in practice. It's going to be nice to practice combos with a live blade to see how viable they are, and maybe make some clips with the live blade once I have time. I'm also going to flip it more on Blade Bias, which is going to be super fun, because I've kind of gotten into the habit of, or I've gotten really good at making sure, gosh, this was the worst sweatshirt to pick to do Blade Bias. I've gotten really good at like just mindless tricks that I can do without thinking and not cut myself. So it's a lot easier than when I first started to flip with a live blade and record, as I'm sure is the case for Ty, because he's been going crazy with his Medusa and all that. And yeah. Damascus Kraken number 23. I remember someone made a comment maybe a week ago that I forgot to answer. It is number 23 of 40. I am the original owner, which I do wonder. It's an interesting statistic that I would like to know, is how many of the people that bought one of these things at Blade Show still own one, or how many people scalped them, which I'm sure is the far more likely answer. Because to just buy one of these to make a buck off of is Hello? To just make one of these, or to just try and make money off of these things, something this beautiful is just, ugh. And they were selling for a lot back then. I don't really know what the market for them is now, because I don't really care, because it's basically the one Balisong that even if I went through and needed the money, I probably still wouldn't sell. Like, this is this is Grail status in almost every way for me personally. Obviously, there's other things, but this, in terms of just overall experience and looks, this is Grail status, and I am still as in love with it as the day I got it. So, yeah. Shout out Squid for making a freaking sick product. And, yeah. I guess you'll see this thing around a lot more, as will I, which is very exciting. And I think that pretty much does it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on, what day is it today? Friday? This is going up on a Friday. I will see you guys. Ooh, that was... Did I just tip it? No, it's carpet. It's fine. I will see you guys on Sunday. Peace.